Hello people from all of YouTube, I am IggyHopXD, and if you are aware, last Saturday I posted a video in which I announced the release of SuperTux Bros, which is a project that I've been working on for a long time in SuperTux, which aimed to remix the original Super Mario Brothers into SuperTux using the level editor. And well, in that video, you may remember that I said that very soon I would make a full gameplay of that, and well, here we are. Today I am going to make a full gameplay of the entire level collection, while also giving commentary about the process of making the levels and talk a little bit about how the project was made overall. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So before I actually start playing, let me kind of tell you the story of how this project came out to be, let's say. So a long time ago, back in, let me think, I think it was in, well, when I used to play Milestone 1, like very long time ago, almost 10 years ago at this point. Many times I actually tried to use the old level editor to kinda make a remix of the original Super Mario Brothers. But of course that was actually very hard because the old level editor from Milestone 1 was very limited, so there were a lot of things that I just couldn't do no matter what. So I actually did a bunch of attempts at trying to make it. I think the one that got the furthest was one in which I got to recreate half, I got to make World 2 I think, and then I never finished it because I believe my computer had a reset. The computer that I had back then, which was a very low-end computer. It was in fact a school netbook that they had, that basically some years ago the government started the plan where they would give little netbook computers for the kids in schools. And well, I used to play SuperTux in that one because it came, the computers came with SuperTux in it. But basically the computer had a reset problem because I touched something, I don't know what the hell happened, and therefore I lost all the levels that I had made back then. Kinda sad, but whatever. So then fast forwarding, that reset happened in 2016 I believe, and then in 2016, 2017, basically I stopped using my old school netbook, mainly because I was graduating from primary school and I was starting high school. And in 2017, in fact, I got a computer that I bought in when I went to a trip to the US, to Miami, I believe. And with that new computer, basically that meant that I didn't use the old one anymore. And in that one I didn't have SuperTux, and basically with time I kind of forgot about the existence of SuperTux. This was until 2020 or very late 2019 when I kind of remembered about its existence. And in May 2020 I downloaded version 0.6.2, and since I saw there was a new level editor, I was like, well, now that I have an advanced level editor, I can actually try to finally make this project happen. And so I think a few months after I had downloaded 0.6.2, I started working on the project. I made, I think, I started it in November 2020, the project, and basically by February 2021, I had already made all of the first 4 worlds, and I had done the first 2 levels of World 5. But then when I got to World 5-3, I started being busy because I was starting school again in March 2021, and so I process on it started being slower, and so I finally finished 5-3 3 months after, and then I also made 6-1 and 6-2. I started 6-2, but no, sorry, 5-4, 6-1, and then I started 6-2, but I just I just like left it there, and then I basically once again forgot about SuperTux. I had it in the computer, but I didn't use it for like months and months. And so like the project kind of came to a halt, let's say. But then in March of 2022, I downloaded version 0.6.3, which is the current stable version. And when I downloaded it, I could finally continue going. However, before that, I actually had to fix many of the earlier levels because basically the backgrounds and some tiles had broken. And in fact, there were two levels that I had to remake entirely, those being 2.2 and 4.2, which I'll explain later why when I get to saved levels. But then I basically finished all the remaining worlds kind of slowly. But I ended up finishing 8-4 a few weeks ago, which is when I finally published the project, and now you can play it yourself. So yeah, that's kind of the story. I know it's kind of messy, and in fact there were some details that I forgot, I'm sorry. But yeah, now I can finally start to go through the gameplay. Now before going, I do want to say that if you haven't played this by yourself, I definitely recommend first playing it by yourself and then watching this video, because otherwise there might be things that you don't understand, or you might get spoiled about things that you don't want to be spoiled of. But yeah, anyways, going ahead, let's just go and play. So, by the way, so as you can see here, we have a world map, which in the original Super Mario Bros. There wasn't a world map, but there was one in Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, which was a remake of the original Super Mario Bros. For one of the Game Boy consoles. I don't remember which one, I'm sorry. I'm not good at consoles. But basically, these world maps are inspired by them. I decided also to make like unique themes for each world, to make it more unique overall compared to the original Super Mario Bros. So yeah, first of all, we have World 1-1, which is Frosty Landscape. By the way, World 1, I decided to make it themed around like snow and ice, because it's the overall theme of SuperTux, so it kinda made sense. So yeah, let's start. First we have Frosty Landscape. So well, as you can see, this is just World 1-1 for now. There's nothing to say really. Note, to enter pipes you have to press up, because sadly I don't currently know how to script it so that you have to press down. So yeah, one of the things that you'll notice is that many of these levels, especially the earlier ones, since I've made them without having much practice with scripting in this game, they are kind of primitive, so the scripting isn't the best. So for example, to enter pipes, instead of pressing down, you have to press up, as I just did, which takes you to the secret area here. By the way, so the themes for the levels I kinda got inspired by other levels in many cases. For instance, the theme for World 1-1 here is inspired by Welcome to Antarctica, which is the first level of the original icy island of SuperTux. Also, here's the secret one-up. The enemies, I decided to make it simple with the replacement. Basically, Goombas are snowballs and Koopas are ice cubes, of course, since they function basically the same. So yeah, there's not really much to say about this 1-1 remake. It's just 1-1. What can I really say? So yeah, I also added, as you can see, hold on, target times, in case you want to challenge yourself to speedrun every level. And also, if you want, you can try to get like every coin, every secret, etc. Next up, we have World 1-2, Under the Cold Floor. So this area in the overworld, I just did like a generic snow theme, not really much to say. The cave, however, I kinda got inspired by one level from some add-on that had like, I think like from the levels that were basically from how cave levels used to look like in older versions of SuperTux, is what I'm trying to say. So for example, it's something that you see very often in add-ons, that they look like this. For example, in Matty's World, or in Yeti's Revenge, I think it's called. So yeah, oh, also I added this little secret area here because otherwise I didn't know how to hide the one-up. But yeah, oh, so for, as you can see, for the piranha plants I used jumpies, since they were the closest thing that I could really work with. Here's the second secret area, which is just like a water cave. So yeah. Oh, also I should mention, so as I said in the previous level, like yeah, my scripting in this game isn't always the best, especially when I made these early levels because I was still like getting used to the editor. So for this I couldn't really make it so that these platforms could loop, so I just made like moving platforms. So yeah, I am sorry. But one day I might like release an update where these things actually work like they should. But for now, it is how it is. Oh, also here's the secret area, the third one. You can obviously go into the pipe down there, but you have the secret area, which is what originally is the warp zone in the original one too. And you can just grab coins and a power up. And whenever you want to leave, you just press up on one of these pipes and you have the goal of the level. By the way, the other pipe, the like regular exit pipe, leads to the same area, don't worry. So I was originally planning on making it so that the one of the exits in 1-2 opened the path for the warp zone and the regular one didn't, but I didn't know how to do that, so I just made it so that if you go down here you have the warp zone. And as you can see, I only made the warp to World 4, but that's because I didn't really like. Again, I'm not the best at making levels yet. I just do what I know I can do, and that's pretty much it. So yeah. Again, one day I might release an update to like add all of the warps. Also, I was kinda lazy when I made this, so yeah. That's the thing you'll notice in the earlier levels. Like I didn't have as much. I didn't put on them as much effort as I did on the later levels and areas. Next we have World 1-3 Snow Skies. This level is inspired by two levels of the story mode. On one hand, it is kind of inspired by 23rd Airborne because of the background and the music, as you can notice. And on the other hand, it's also kind of inspired by what is it called again? A Path in the Clouds, as you can notice by the platforms I used. Also, yeah, some of these platforms kind of look weird. Again, I was just getting used to how to use these tiles, so I apologize. So yeah, there's not really much to say. Also, I made this castle entrance that looks really sick. That's a thing, I also made castle entrances for every castle, like pre-castle level. And some of them, they look better, and some of them, they look like garbage. That's all I can really say. Next up, we have World 1-4, the Ice Fortress, which is the first castle. This one is kind of inspired by Redmond headquarters from the old version of Revenge in Redmond, not the current one, the 0.6.2 one. But it's also kind of inspired by the Castle of Nolok. Also, these things, these snow shots are meant to represent the Bowser fireballs, but because they were the closest thing I could really use. Now, for Bowser fights, I just put whatever I could put because I wasn't going to put one boss fight per castle. It was going to be a mess. So I just put like enemies on a bridge and that was it. And here we jump, and this finishes the level for us by throwing down the bridge as if we were to use the axe. And that's the level, really. So that's World 1. World 1, as I said, there's not really much to talk about because these were like my first attempts at using the editor, so they aren't the best. Following up, we have World 2, which is forest themed. Hold on a second, let me check. Okay. So I decided to use forest for World 2 because it kinda looked cool, and I also wanted to make some innovation instead of making it like ice for everything. First we have World 2-1, Through the Snail Woods. This level Yeah, it's, what can I say? It's just World 2-1. It has so the enemies in this case they changed their appearance because of the forest theme. Now Koopas are snails instead of ice cubes. Um, Goombas are walking leaves instead of snowballs. Oh wow! Oh, that was weird. What do we get? The star. Here's the first secret area, which is up here on this vine, as in the original level. And it takes you to a coin heaven. And here you can grab a bunch of coins while you ride the platform. No, I missed some coins. Also, here's a tumbleweed. So jumping, like Koopa Paratroopas, the ones that jump, I replaced them by they're meant to be the bouncing snowballs, but in the forest theme, they're tumbleweeds. Same with the Koopa Paratroopas that fly. I actually forgot to mention them before when I saw them in 1-3. They're replaced by the flying snowballs, but in the forest world they would be replaced by spiders, which act similarly. And here's the other secret area, which has this forest cave kinda appearance. And well, there's not really much to say anymore. The rest of the level is just 2-1 with the famous spring. Oh hey, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? And you just beat the level. Okay, so here we have World 2-2. Now, Forest Waters. The original version I made it in 0.6.2, and what I had originally made was a level where you had like low gravity since there weren't any water physics. So when I downloaded version 0.6.3, my intention was to update the level and instead add water instead of low gravity. Here's the thing though. When I tried to load the level in 0.6.3, it crashed. And the reason why is because basically, so actually let me show you the level. So I had to remake everything, as you can see. I think it still looks pretty cool because like you have the water and these things in the background, they're meant to be seaweed. That's why they're green. And so as you can see, like the cheap chips were replaced by those leaf shots. Much like the oh, I forgot that happens. Whoops. Much like the Bowser fires, but oh, and here's one of the two secret areas. But the problem was, these originally used the sprite for the rockets from the previous versions of the game that were used in the old version of Revenge in Redmond. And that were the original versions of the snow shots and leaf shots. But turns out that sprite is not present in 0.6.3, so loading the level would just crash because of the sprite not being present. So I had to remake the entire level, which kinda sucks, but well, I honestly like how it looks now more than how it used to look, so not really much to complain. And here's the other secret area for any curious ones who go to the left there. So yeah, that is World 2-2 and its interesting story. Next we have World 2-3, Fishing Season, this level being the bridge level. This level, as you can see, I used this background because it's kind of inspired by a countercurrent from the old version of the Forest World. And I used this song because I love this song. So yeah, I also, one thing to mention, this level was originally made in version 0.6.2, where there were no water physics, so the intended way to go through is to just do this. But if you're a cool speedrunner like I am, oh, I got it under the target time, you can do this. Which is, yeah. It literally crushes the original target time by like a lot. Look at that. Less than 20 seconds. Insane. Next we have World 2-4, which is Forest Ruins. Um, Another castle. So I used more of these fish to replace the Podoboos. And in the previous level, by the way, the reason why there were holes in the bridge was because otherwise the fish would get stuck. I couldn't really make it so that the fish would just jump through like they do in the original Super Mario Brothers. So I just did what I could, really. Again, with the platforms that don't really loop here. Also, you have that you have to wait for, or if you have a fire flower, you can just shoot it down. Also, careful with this plant. Sometimes it wakes up, sometimes it doesn't. I still don't understand how the plant enemy works, but yeah, that's really all for World 2. Next we have World 3, which is a nighttime snow world. Now, I tried to make a lighting effect so that when you got close to this world, everything would go dark, but I couldn't make it, so I just left it as it is. So we have World 3-1, a freezing night. This one's kind of inspired by levels such as Night Chill and Into the Stars. I used the Earth Flower for this world, because like since it's dark, it might come in handy. Also, I think there's a secret area here. Yeah. Oh my god. I think I have never seen how Tux's Earth Flower light looks when he backflips. Oh my god, that looks sick. Also, you can become a statue, which is kind of cool. There's one up here. Hold on. Oh, the so basically, oh, here they are. So the Hammer Bros I replaced by Captain Snowballs, but very often they just jump away from where they're supposed to be. So yeah, don't mind them, I guess. Here there's another secret area, which is another coin heaven. Really like this coin heaven. They are cool. Also, you can grab all 3 coins in one go if you're careful enough, which is nice. You don't have to like go many times to grab all the coins there if you're going for a 100% completion. Yeah, that's all I can really say for 3-1. 3-2, out for a walk at midnight. This level is probably one of the levels I'm the least proud of, because it's literally just, I mean, the original level is very plain, so yeah, there's not really much I could do. It's just walking forward, avoiding enemies. It's like if I was playing Geometry Dash, like one of the first levels where it's mostly just a cube jumping over spikes. It's just like an auto-scroller, pretty much. There's not like any cool movement or anything. It's pretty boring, so yeah, I don't really like this level. I mean, I did my best with the decoration, and I picked that song. I think it's VOC Dark, so that it sounds cool at least. Following up, World 3-3, Dark Icy Skies. This one is kind of inspired by Into the Stars, also from the story mode. Using these platforms again, since they are the closest thing to the tree-like platforms from the original game. Yeah, many of these levels are pretty short, and I don't really have much to say about them, so yeah, I'll just go through them. Not really much talk. Also, the castle in that level looks like garbage. I apologize for that one. World 3-4, A Tower in the Darklands is next. This one is just another castle level. I used this background because I tried to like make these levels so that they always had like something new to offer compared to what you could see before. Also, I had never seen that happening before. The snow shot brought the fish all the way here. Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh my god, I love that. Die. You're going to be spared, but just for a few seconds until this happens. Also here, as you can see, I was getting a little more playful with the scripts. As you can see that I actually made them a little better at this point. And here we have World 4, which is the mountain world. So here is where I think that the levels start being looking actually better. Um, because the previous one they're okay, but they could have some work. Here is where they start looking like actually pretty good in my opinion, except for a select few that I'll be going through. So for one, owls in the mountain. So for I used the owls to replace the Lakitus because you know, they throw stuff at you. They're just as annoying. We all hate them. But in order to make the spinies that the Lakitus usually throw, I used just spikies, of course. Now, I think there is a way to make the owls carry the spikies themselves, but I didn't know that when I made this level, so yeah, they just work like this. This little section I actually had to remake it entirely with 0.6.3 because the crystal tile set got completely broken when version 0.6.3 came out, so yeah, I had to remake this little section entirely. As you will see later, the same thing happened with 4.2, which was the other level I had to remake all from the beginning. But yeah, so for this mountain theme, I kinda got inspired by levels from the add-ons that use the mountain theme. For instance, the ones from, I think mainly the ones from Yeti's Revenge, and also there are some levels in, I think Bonus Island 4 and Bonus Island 3 use this tile set at some points, so I kinda got some inspiration from there too. Also, I gave the Earth Flower in this level, so that then, if someone is going for any percent, they can grab the Earth Flower to go faster, in case some speedrunner wanted to go for this. Next up, World 4.2, Diamond Caverns. This is the level I had to remake entirely with 0.6.3. Because everything is made out of crystals. So this is the first secret area, which it's kinda lame, I know, but yeah, I just had the idea and I went for it. So right ahead we have the this area, which is originally a warp zone. I decided to make it a little random coin heaven kind of thing, which says, welcome to the coin shop. Here you can get as many coins as you want, and once you're done, press up on one of the pipes. And yeah, you can just grab little coins here and there. Yeah, there's like many types of coins, a doll. Yeah, basically for the coin grinders out there, I cannot make that jump. Dude, can you believe that third place in SuperTux 0.6 any percent Icy Island cannot make a jump? Oh, so for Buzzy Beetles, I used the bombs, and the reason why is because I didn't want to use ice cubes for Buzzy Beetles as well. And I also wanted to give the bombs some roll in this. So yeah, I kinda just made it this way. I'm missing a secret area. Oh yeah, there's the pipe secret area that I'm missing. This one. Can I make this with a backflip? I cannot. Also, this section is super dark. I probably should fix this because on this computer I can barely see it. Oh my. But yeah, it's just a regular cave area. And you can go through the normal level and go through this, but if you don't want that, there is another secret area up here, sorry, which is where in the original game is the warp zone to World 5. And in this one it's another little gold mine. But yeah, this level had to be entirely remade, and yeah, it's kinda sad that it had to be like that, but yeah, what can you really do? Also, if you want to still explore the other area, you can do this. In fact, I'm going to do it. So yeah, making this level originally, since it was my first time using the crystal tile set, which already was a mess to work with originally, was a nightmare. But then having to remake it with the new crystal tile set because of the original one breaking the looks of the level was even more of a mess. So yeah, basically I am glad that I am done with this level. Actually, I am not, because I just realized there's a cutoff down here. Well, I'll fix that later. Whatever. I mean, cutoffs aren't that big of a deal. So I can be patient with them. Here, of course, you have the other warp zone, which leads you to World 8. But again, I am not going to go through it because I want to showcase all the levels. Here we have World 4-3, Jumpy on the Peaks. This level, from the looks of it, you can probably notice it's inspired by Above the Arctic Skies, because 4-3 in the original game is the first athletics level, and I think the only one, to use the mushrooms instead of the trees as platforms. So yeah, also this level is extremely short. When remaking it, I realized how short they are. Oh, by the way, I actually forgot to mention this. To remake the levels, what I did was I used a website called MarioUniverse.com, which has the maps for a lot of classic Mario games, and I basically guided myself to remake or remix the levels by using that one. So yeah, the level is really short basically. So here we have World 4-4, what's the right way? So this level, in the original game, you may know that it's a maze level. And basically, it is also a maze level here, but I'm not really proud of it because I think it's kind of unfair to make levels like that. I actually made it more interesting in the future levels. But like the maze levels that come later, I made them more interesting, as you will see eventually. But this one is literally just a remake of the original, and I'm not really too proud of it. So yeah, I don't really have nothing much to say. To beat this level, you have to choose the correct way. If you choose wrong, you can then try again. So on purpose here, I am going to choose wrong. Also, how did I not take damage there? My god, I'm a pro gamer. Oh god, this is scary. So I do know what the correct way is, because I have played the original Super Mario Brothers, and also I have made this level. So yeah, that's the wrong way, which takes you backwards. But if you take the right way, it puts you further into the level. Great job, there's just one more puzzle left. Can you guess the right way out of the 3? And yeah, if you want, here there's a fire flower, which I might as well take. There's anyways earth flowers later in the game as well, so yeah, no big deal. Batman. I'm joking. So here for the Bowser fight, I just added these things. I know it's kind of lame, but again, I didn't want to add a bunch of just, you know, I don't even know what I was trying to say there. Here we have World 5, which is another snow world. First of all, we have Snowball Glacier. This one, it's again just a generic snow level. So yeah, it starts getting to a point where the levels actually have more and more effort put into them as we progress, as I was saying. So this is just a calm, regular level. And yeah, I used these cannons for the bullet bill cannons since they work the same. Here there's a little secret area. This one, if you've seen the trailer, you might have seen this one. Like the trailer, I mean the release video. The screenshot, one of the screenshots I showed was of this little area. So yeah, this is where the remix part comes in instead of remake. For example, this secret area is like very small in the original game, so I made it better and also bigger in order to make it like more unique. So yeah, there's not really much to say about it, but yeah, that's one of the things that makes this a remix instead of a remake. Then we have World 5-2, Wooden Snowfields. This one, I kinda made this yellowish tone in the background to indicate that it's kinda like, let's say, dusk kinda time of the day. Again, Hammer Bros get replaced by Captain Snowballs. So here's actually something interesting. The secret area down in this pipe, hold on. In the original game is actually a water area, but I made this level still in version 0.6.2. So I made it a completely different thing instead of a water area, and I didn't even use high gravity, like low gravity. In fact, what I made was a ghost cave, which says, "Oh no, you have fallen into a cursed cave full of ghosts. You should use this lantern to guide yourself through." So as you can see, I used the I think ghouls, these are called, to replace the bloopers, because they act the same way and they look like similar creatures like squids. I used the old jumpy sprite for the jumpies in ghost areas. Also, here there's a skull emoji in chat. So yeah, the reason why I didn't make this a water area, even originally using like low gravity and stuff, was because I just wanted to make this a little more unique, basically. However, don't worry, to make up for the fact that this should have been a water area but wasn't, I did make another secret area in one of the later levels that is originally not a water area, an actual water area. So yeah, I did have some redemption, let's say. Here we have the coin heaven. Oh, there's a cutoff there. Dude, why am I finding all these things like after I have already published the thing? Okay, I'm sorry. I will fix that when I get to it, I guess. And I'll make an update to the file. Here's a little fun fact that I wrote here. I had to put these blocks one tile higher because the bombs actually kept hitting them with their heads and would like... yeah, it was pretty funny. But yeah, that's the level. This level I think looks really cool overall. But yeah, again, I don't really have much to say. This level, 5-3, Beware of the Snow Shots. This is the level that I said that took me a while to actually make. The theme is inspired by Entrance to the Cave. Be careful, this zone is full of flying snowballs who get shot at you from the distance. Do your best to avoid them. They actually should have said snow shots there, but I'm a little dummy head, so I put that instead. Also, it's worth noting this level originally had water under when I made it in 0.6.3. Sorry, in 0.6.2. Thing is, however, I had to remove it in 0.6.3 because otherwise you could cheese the level and make it way easier. Now, I didn't care about 2.3 because that level basically it's not really that interesting, so that's why I left the water like it is on that one. But in this one I did take it out because yeah, it basically defeats the purpose of the level. But yeah, again, another level I don't really have much to comment on, except for the fact that it took me too long because I just wasn't inspired enough to work on it. Next we have World 5-4, Stone Cold Corridors. So here you get some levels that are kind of experimental with the theme, as you can see. I'm gonna try to snipe this ice ball here. There we go. So yeah, I kinda made it a snow castle kinda thing here, similar to Bonus Island Castle, but I also added like frost on the walls and stuff to make it like look cool. There's a secret area here as well, in case you were curious why the I think it's Tux was here or Penny was here. I can't remember what it says, but yeah. Here you just have some jumpies, nothing to really comment on. Oh, I'm sweating, dude. It's a pretty hot day here. So yeah, I really like how that level looks. I also added water instead of lava so that it fit with the overall theme. You can also kinda cheese some parts of the level by swimming, but I don't really care, again. Next we have World 6, which is a nighttime forest. First we have 6-1, Night of the Owls. So this one again uses the owls, but I use the eagles, I think those hedgehogs are called, or porcupines or whatever they are. Instead of spikies, because yeah, they fit better. And yeah, the owl once again replaces the lucky twos. And yeah, I used this song because it kinda sounded fitting. Whoops. But yeah, it's a nice little short and sweet level. 6-2. Now, this Piper Village among the trees was the level that I say that took me forever to make because I just again I kind of forgot about SuperTux halfway through it for like 6 months, so it kind of like lost its progress. I mean, not lost its progress, but it started being slower to work on this. But yeah, the level is just kind of like forest village theme. Welcome to the village. Over here, there's a massive pipeline that connects with a lot of the tubes that you will see. And remember, some might even have warps in them. You can try to press up while on one of them to try if you can warp into its inside. So yeah, there's 4 secret areas. First of all, we have this one, which is a good old little area with a springboard and stuff. A little puzzle, which is kinda nice. I did not see that coming. I didn't know that could happen. But that's not really my fault. Next you have the little water area. This one originally was going to be just a regular platforming area. Why is this platform still? Well, again, why am I finding these things only after the thing is published? God damn it. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to drop an update very soon. But yeah, this is just a little water cave area. Originally it was going to be platforming, but when 0.6.3 came out, which is when I also started working on this again, I made it an actual water area. So there is a coin heaven somewhere around here, and there is a 4th secret area, which I cannot remember where it is. Here you have this and this. From here you go to the coin heaven. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not really like going to go through all of these and grabbing all the coins and everything. You can do that yourself. You start with the swimming animation. I didn't notice that before. That's kind of cool. And yeah, I added a little thumb here. Oh, you might notice in some levels I actually added like enemies in order to like random enemies that don't really represent any Mario enemies or like Super Mario Brothers 1 enemies, just to make the levels like less empty, because there are some levels that literally are like super empty. So yeah. Or maybe to like add an extra challenge or part of the uniqueness. And yeah, that was 6-2. 6-3, Sky High Garden. This one, again, it's a pretty empty level in terms of enemies, so I just added like a bunch of like cool things. For example, this level has a bullet bill generator originally, so to make up for that, I added Zicklings, everyone's least favorite enemy. So yeah, the Zicklings just jump into you and are generally just insulting. Also, one of these is a nerd flower and this one's a fire flower. That's another thing I have to fix, I am sorry. Again, why am I noticing these things now? So yeah, you enter a castle here, of course. The athletics levels are probably the ones that have the least to talk about, by the way. This one, Abandoned Greenhouse, this one was pretty experimental as well, and I really like how it looks, so it's kinda like, you know, the green lava I got inspired by I think it's I Spy with My Little Eye and Tower of Ghosts from the story mode Forest World. And the background here is actually the default forest background, but with an effect that makes it look like a dark emerald kind of color. And the reason why I really like it in particular is because it really reminds me of the background from Bowser in the Dark World from Super Mario 64. Well, not, I shouldn't really say background. It's more of what's it called again? Skybox in that case. Okay, I'm nerding it out, I'm sorry. But yeah, you have a little haywire bomb here that I have frozen so that it falls down and it explodes as well. kinda nice. It appears there's a pipe over here. Where could it lead? This one was the first one to like have the exit not be like just winning the level after the switch or axe kind of thing. And here you have... Oh no, what happened to the forest? So yeah, the forest is now haunted. Oh no. And yeah, this is also my first time working with this was my first time working with the Ghost Forest theme, so yeah, what can I really say about it? So, World 7, as we kinda saw there, is going to be a Ghost Forest world. First off, we have World 7-1, the woods are haunted. This level, I'm not really proud of it either, because as you can see, it already starts with a mess of leaf shots. I'm gonna try to make this. I'm gonna beat this level without taking damage, mark my words. So yeah, it does become a mess, but like, I didn't really know what else to do. Okay, never mind, I'm not beating it without damage. I guess a little damage is okay. Oh god, dude, this is a mess. But yeah, I didn't really know how to actually make this level not be like shit. But like, because the original is already like this with all the bullet bills, except yeah, their intervals are random, but here I don't think you can make random intervals for these cannons, so yeah, I had to make them all set. And overall the level becomes a bullet hell. In fact, it took me a while to actually get the target time down, because I would keep on like dying to stupid stuff here and there. Okay, I think there's a secret area here or there. Here it is. You're safe from ghosts down here, don't worry. I mean, I'm not really scared of the ghosts. I'm more scared of the leaf shots in this context, but sure. So yeah. Oh, also like in Ghost Forest settings, I replaced the Hammer Bros with skulls instead. And yeah, again, not really much to talk about this level, other than, again, it's another one that I'm not really that proud of. Next up we have World 7-2, Scary Pond Travel. This one was really fun to make. This is one of the ones I'm the most proud of. It's like cursed underwater. And it has like puzzles and stuff. As you can see, there was a switch there which activates. That's a secret area, it's optional, but yeah, I'm gonna go through it, of course. So what you do is grab this star, activate this switch, if I can do that, there we go. Go up here, and you get some coins. Yay! So yeah. Just gonna grab the checkpoint in case I make an oopsie. Also, these don't shoot to the side, so don't worry. So here it says, if you don't wish to get your head blown, take this part slowly. And yeah, you have these things falling, and you have to like kinda time it. Kinda cool. And here, as you can see, we have this. And there's a power up down here, an earth flower. Oh yeah, so here this is kinda tight, but you can do it without taking damage if you time it correctly, like that. Here it says, oh no, it appears this exit has been blocked. But perhaps that switch could open up some exit. Do you remember seeing any other yellow paint signs? And we activate this switch. And of course this exit does not open up, so we have to go back, I guess. But what that does open up is over here, a section that was locked up. It's kinda like a little troll to kinda like mind games here. Whoa, was the exit tree just here all along? Well, that's interesting. Wonder if you could just gone through here before, which, as I showed before, you could not. You can only do it once that's unlocked. We got warped out a bit too far back, didn't we? Well, get ready to swim again, I guess. And here you just swim. You can get these coins if you want, but be careful with the fish. And you just beat the level. I kinda made that little thing there to make it more like unique, that like backtracking and like plot twist things, and I really like how it ended up being. Okay, so next up we have World 7-3, Moonlight over a Creepy Current. This one is, yeah, a bridge level again, but I added a bunch of cool stuff. And I also played with water a little more here, so that you can like go here and grab these things. I realized there's another cutoff. Oh man. So I'm just gonna cheese this. Screw it. You can just jump where the fish is, but it's a bit hard, so I can't blame you if you cheese that. But yeah, this level, like, again, I don't really have much to say really, but I kinda like what I did because it's like I added like enemies here and there to make it unique. Also, just in case in this level you don't want to like go under this because like you get stuck, because there's like these blocks. So yeah, you can't cheese this level. Like you can't get to the exit like this, because down here there's also invisible blocks. But yeah, that's really this level. I like what I did in this one. They get better, as you can see. And next up we have World 7-4, the Ghostly Puzzle Mansion. This one is another one of these maze levels, but to make it interesting, I made it so that there is kind of a catch to it. You'll see it. So here it says, you will never get past this place, Tux, for I, No Luck, have made a puzzle, the solution of which only I know. Ha ha ha. Good luck even if I know you won't get out. Signed by No Luck. And so the solution only is known by No Luck. And so when I get here, as you can see, I have to like choose ways, and yeah, you just choose a way. So I'm going to choose all of them down, for example. But oh no, the path is still blocked. And what does this say? Moment of truth. If you guess the path correctly, the wooden gates will open up the door for the second puzzle. If you failed, just enter the door under this note and accept defeat. Mwahaha. And if you go in, you just get slowly killed. But there's actually a way to know the solution other than knowing the original game. Of course, since I know about the original Super Mario Bros., I know the solution. But I made it so that, unlike in 4-4, someone who doesn't know about the original level or doesn't remember, they can know as well, which is if they jump over here, you have the secret vault, which contains the puzzle answer, but only No Luck is allowed. But lucky for us, screw your rules, No Luck. And we have first puzzle, down, middle, up. And second puzzle, up, middle, up. And yeah, that's the solution. So if you find that little secret area, you can find it. So the theme for this level, I kinda, like for the tile set and the background I chose, I kinda got inspired by a level from Yeti's Revenge as well. But that one looks more like gray and like light blue. In this one I made it like brown and orange because it looked kinda nice. I know you won't read this because you already died, but if you somehow managed to advance, good job. One more puzzle left, and if you somehow beat this one, you will anyways die to my troops. Try it if you dare. And this one is up, middle, up, if I remember correctly. That moment when the level creator can't even remember. Also, just in case you can't go backwards, so yeah, you can't like fix your mistakes. Same as before, if the gates aren't open, enter this door and just die. But if not, you get to a checkpoint. Hey Tux, so if you're still alive, hopefully not though, I wanted to say one thing. I think it was a little unfair from me to give you the puzzle, but not the solution. So if you still haven't gotten past the first one, there's a hidden place to the top left of the first lava pit where you can find the puzzle's answers. Hope that helps. If you're still alive and at the first room, that is. God, I hope my troops actually put this one in the first room. Yeah, a little late for the solution, No Luck, I am sorry to you. And we can get this to solve a little puzzle here. And that's all the coins in the level, apparently. And yeah, you just have some skulls that jump. Yeah, that's it. I kinda tried to make that a little more interesting than how it originally is. Finally, we have World 8, which is the last world, obviously. First level we have is 8-1, No Locks Island, which is... It's kinda similar to like how World, what was it? 3-2 functions, but this one is actually cool. That's the difference. Also here there's a 1-up if you want it. I think, which one? Here. For this little section I kinda made it like a volcano, let's say. It seems like this cave is flooded by lava. Could there be a way to bring that far away platform here? So if you want, you can just damage boost and swim through the lava to get to the other side. But the strat that makes you not take damage, and the intended strat anyways, is to move this platform, which by the way... no, I forgot what I was going to say about the platform. There was something about the platform that I can't remember. But yeah, anyways. I'm just gonna exit this place, and yeah. You can just continue with the level. This level took me forever to create, by the way, mainly because of the background decoration. The layout itself wasn't that big of a deal, but the background decoration was a mess to work with, legit. What? You can jump on that guy if you have the star, without having to jump yourself. Sure, I did not know that. I was literally just holding spacebar. That's cool, I guess. But yeah, there's not really much to comment about the level. Other than, yeah, it took me a while to make, but I like how it looks. It kinda gives that, like, theme of, like, a dark snowland with rain and stuff. Making it, like, scary. Next up we have World 8-2, Flood on the Bridge. This one is inspired by the bridge levels from the old versions of the story mode. Let me see if I can nail this jump, which I can because I'm a god gamer. I should stop saying that. I think World 8-1 also has air flowers, but I didn't grab any. Oh well. So here, you need a little switch to get through. Again, I tried to make these levels, like, the more I advanced with the levels, the more I tried to make them, like, have unique stuff in them. Oh, that's how you do it. You have to first press control and then down. Here you have a little section with bullets that come into you. Yeah, there is one more secret area around here somewhere. Oh yeah, this part in the original Super Mario Brothers, if you remember, has like a jump that is kinda tricky. But to make it fun here, I decided to make it so that you have to swim, or you can also, I guess, try to jump on one of these guys over. I just softlocked myself. That's kinda stupid. Yeah, I forgot that happened. In this level, I really didn't want people to cheese it, so I added all those semi-solids under. I probably should kinda fix it because it's not really that cool. So by the way, remember how in I think it was World 5-2 that there was a water area in the original game, but in this one I made it not a water area for the secret. Remember that? Well, hold that thought. That's what I'm going to say right now, because right here, this pipe actually does take you... I decided to make the secret in Egg 2 instead be the water area to make up for the water area that I removed. Also, oh my god, I'm so bad at this game. I'm just gonna speedrun through a little bit. I should have grabbed the checkpoint, you know. Wait, is there even a checkpoint in this level? I remember putting one, but maybe I forgot. Hold on. Did I forget? Did I forger? Well, it seems like I did forger. My. Okay, I apologize for that one. another thing to the fixed list, I guess. But yeah, this is like a kind of... I think this one's also inspired by a level from Matty's World, I think, which is another add-on. There's a level that has like some underwater areas that look like this, although they didn't have like water physics, they just had low gravity. Oh god, that was loud, because they were made in 0.3, I believe. So yeah. Yeah, I decided to make this one the water area to make up for the other missing water area. So yeah, I think that's kinda cool. And yeah, you just finished the level. World 8-3, Moat Infiltration. This is the second to last level we have. This one I made it another bridge, and I also added this background castle tiles to kinda make it have the same theme as in the original 8-3. You know how it has like those castle tiles in the background as well? Yeah, I decided to add those here too. I also added a bunch of no-look statues because no-look is very narcissistic and loves putting statues of himself here since it's his castle. This section, which is the one which in the original has all the Hammer Bros, since the Hammer Bros are just Captain Snowballs which are easy to avoid, I added a bunch of stalactites to make it actually like fun and cool to go through. And there you have Penny was here again. Very good job. It seems like right in front of us lays the entrance to the castle where No-Look is hiding. Let's get there. And yeah, here you just beat the level. Finally, we have World 8-4 No-Look's Tower of Riddles. This one is the level in which I took the most liberties in to make it like unique. Because again, it was a maze level where you have to like kinda choose the path. But of course, that was kind of unfair. So I decided to make it the following way. I decided to use this theme. It's kind of inspired by the old Forest World's castle levels, such as Duct Tape, or yeah, I think mainly Duct Tape inspired the theme for this one. Mwahaha, Tux, you have arrived. You must be so excited to rescue Penny, but it won't be easy. To get to the end of this castle, you must first get through this very scary challenge. A quiz! You will be presented with a series of questions, which to respond to, you will have to enter respective pipes. If you answer wrong, you will be sent backwards through the level, but if you get them right, you will be able to proceed. Mwahaha, good luck! So, yeah, I decided to make it a little quiz kind of thing. This pipe is where you will be sent if you get any question wrong, and for that matter, no green pipes can be entered. So yeah, you want to keep that in mind. And here starts the quiz. I decided to add some questions, and each pipe represents a different answer. Alright, first question, and this is an easy one too. What year did the original Super Mario Bros. Get released in Japan for the NES? And you have red pipe, which is answer number 1, 1982. The yellow pipe, which is answer number 2, 1985. Or blue pipe, which is answer number 3, 1990. Well, do you know the answer? Then choose it. And yeah, I know, of course, that the answer is 1985. But I'm going to show what happens if I choose wrong. It just puts me there. But yeah, the correct answer is 1985. That's kind of a common knowledge, let's say, for anyone who has played the original Super Mario Bros. Or likes Mario games in general. Good job, you have answered correctly. I guess it is now time for the second question. Get ready. Here we go, second question. I am sorry. What year was SuperTux's first milestone released? Purple pipe, answer number 1, 1999. I had to search this one on Wikipedia because I didn't know. Like, I wanted to make a SuperTux question, but to look the answer for this one, I had to look up Wikipedia. Red pipe, which is answer number 2, 2010. Cyan pipe, which is answer number 3, 2007. And it seems like there's no more answers, and none of these are correct. So you can go here which leads you to a secret area which says, "Are you lost by any chance? Mwahaha. I knew you wouldn't be able to solve my riddles." So you can go back and try again. And this time, when you go the second time through, this opens up, which is the correct answer. The orange pipe, which is answer number 4, 2004. It barely looks orange, by the way. I just realized. If you're reading these Tux, wow, I am honestly surprised you're doing this good. There is one question left, and after that you have to go through 2 more rooms until you can find my ultimate challenge. Good luck, I guess. By the way, that orange pipe that appeared out of nowhere in the previous room, you can actually always access it. It's just hidden by a fake wall, but you can actually access it from the very first time. Ready? Maths time. What result do you get if you multiply the number of the year in which Super Mario Bros. Released by the number of the year in which SuperTux Milestone 1 released? No calculator allowed, just kidding. I had to make this one with the calculator. In fact, let me search here, because in a private Discord server that I have, I actually have like all the... I actually was doing the math myself. Hold on, let me see if I can show you this. Wait. Wait a little second here, because I am trying to find it. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, let me change to full screen. Hello? No, here. So yeah, as you can see, I just have freaking... Like, I was doing the math with like random numbers, and then this is the correct one. 1985 multiplied by 2004, which is 3,977,940. Like, 1,000 here. I'm sorry, I can't do maths. Back to SuperTux. So yeah, we have to find the answer that is correct. The answer number 1 is this number. I assume people would just use their calculator to beat this level casually. Or if they knew the actual solution to the pipes in this level from playing the original game, they would also know from there, but yeah. And this one, which this one is the correct one. Here it says, take your time, math isn't a strong point for me either. And there's another secret area here, as per usual. Whoops. And then here we have the underwater area, which I originally was planning to make this area look like Little Venice from the old versions of SuperTux. But in the end, I decided to instead make it a sewer, since I wanted to use the industrial tile set at one point. Good job. Now wait, how did you get to the sewers? Whatever, proceed ahead with caution, or not, since your perishing would be great to watch. Mwahaha. Evil no luck, as per usual. Here you have some spikes, some tight swimming, since well. And then we have the final area, which is, yeah, this. Here we are. I do have an announcement to make though, Tux. But first, relax. Get ready for what's to come. Take a deep breath. Once you're ready, get past the bridge. Now this pipe, in case you're a curious little guy who enters it, curious little guy, girl, non-binary, if you press up on it, congratulations. You now have to start the level all over again. Tux, you fool! I told you not to enter green pipes. Now, you will have to do all of the level again and get back to your old checkpoint. Mwahaha! Get CP0! That's a reference to Mario Maker troll levels, where like you get CP0. There's a secret area here as well. But to save you trouble, here are all the correct pipes in order. Yellow, orange, blue, in case... Yeah, so that you don't have to do the maths again. Oh, and here's an air power-up for no reason at all, in case you had an egg and needed an air flower. So yeah, now you can beat the level with the air flower. However, I'm actually going to restart the level from the beginning, just to show you a little thing here. About the orange pipe I was talking about, how you don't actually need to go to like the door at the far end to actually unlock it. You can actually just jump into this wall and it will activate, and there's a secret little block there to get up. Or you can use a bouncing snowball. And well, here's the I'm just gonna speed run through this. And well, next up we have now that we're back, we can finally listen to No Luck's announcement that he had, remember? Man, this video is getting way longer than I expected. My. Okay, here we go. Done? Alright, so Tux, I know you came here to save Penny. I know you wanted to end on a legendary battle against me, No Luck himself. Just me, I was excited for the battle too. Sadly, two problems have overcome this. One that is on you, and one that is on me. First of all, Penny is not here at all. Sorry, but your Penny is in another castle. Ha, got him. That's of course a reference to how Toad tells you the princess is in another castle. Aside from that though, I also have been feeling really bad recently and I'm scared I won't be able to fight on these conditions. For now, however, I got Yeti, an old pal of mine, to guard the castle and fight you instead, so at least you can end on a fun fight. Good luck to both of you, and once again, sorry for not being there. Someday we'll have our legendary duel, I am sure. And here, you can just do the fight against the Yeti, which I have failed to do the speedy strat, so I'm just gonna beat him slowly. This was also my first time making a Yeti battle, so yeah, it's kinda Yankee, like not Yankee, janky. Sorry, I am not. Oh, yeah, this is taking a while. I'm sorry. The speed strat is to kinda like damage boost through him, through like the spikes and jump over with him. Or if you have an air flower, you can like jump up there directly. And that's it. I have completed the thing. So yeah, that was my full gameplay and explanation of how I made SuperTux Bros, which says, thank you for playing SuperTux Bros, and you can go back to World 1. Now, while I'm here, I'm just going to show you the warp zones. So overall, what can I say about this? I am proud that I have finally finished this, and I learned a lot of things from making this entire project. Of course, as I say, there are things that could be improved by far. But I think for a first project, I really had a lot of fun making it. And I did my best to make it unique and everything. So yeah, that was my full gameplay. I hope you all enjoyed watching me play through it. Again, I hope that you played the actual thing before watching this, but if you didn't, that's okay. Now you know how it looks. I hope you enjoyed it, regardless. And well, that's really all I have to say. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Once again, I keep on saying the same thing. If you did, please give this video a like. If you would like to see more content like this, you can always subscribe to the channel. It really helps to let me know that you guys are enjoying this kind of content. And again, if you haven't played this yet, what are you waiting for? Again, I'll put in the description the link to the download and the announcement where you can download it from. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I am IggyHopXD, and goodbye.